Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard and weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
Fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland. Fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang, and congratulations to the Tigers.
Yeah, we're doing it live this morning. Grand Final, what is it, Grand Final? Not Eve.
The day after.
The day after Grand Final.
It's a bit like when the Lord got buried on Friday, he arose on the Sunday. We've arisen, despite the fact that daylight saving has put a little bit of a kink in the old cable. We've managed to front up live on Sunday morning for the Concrete Gang.
Back to the Tigers, though. My poor mate down there in Swan Street's going to go broke. He had a mothball shop down there, so he reckons he's going to go broke because they're all out of mothballs. But anyway, good on the Tigers. Fantastic effort. They were just too good. I must admit, when the Crows got the two goals back to back in the first quarter, I thought, geez, they could kick away. But I'll tell you what, you've got to give it to the old Tigers. They just got one ruckman, one forward, and a whole heap of goers, haven't they? They really put in. And I was looking through the paper this morning. Fantastic. That Sean Grigg played a great game. Traded by Carlton. I love seeing that. They wouldn't know nothing about footballers down there. Josh Caddy traded by Geelong. And that Toby Nankervis, a ruckman, What a great game. 1 out. If he had gone down, they'd have been in trouble, but he didn't.
And every time he got taken off, they had a bit of trouble.
That's right. So it's a risk they take, but look, obviously it's paid off and fantastic with the Tigers. And I'd like to send a little cheerio to my old mate Mick O'Neill, been a CFMEU member for 40-something years, a concrete cutter, mad tiger. Told us that they'll never be any good.
I remember this. Just go through it slowly Mick.
Would never, ever go to a game when that Hardwick still coach. Couldn't coach a kindergarten. They can go and get stuffed. Never going back to a game. There he was yesterday.
Oh,
there
Mick.
He was.
Oh,
there
Mickey,
he was.
baby.
Full flurry, singing the song and carrying on. Geez, I'll tell you what. But anyway, he was one bag wing. But all the other supporters, the Richmond and all the other people that were there, yes, it was a good grand final for the Tigers.
Indeed it was, and
you got to mention the Crows, don't you? Geez, that was a beautiful performance, wasn't it?
Well, they've got to go back across the border and face up to some, I would think, very irate and disappointed fans. It was a very poor performance, I thought.
Yeah, mate. I mean, Captain Kickless, how did he go? I mean, I think they've Taylor Walker on it.
Tex,
yeah. Mate, couldn't get a kick in a brawl in the pub yesterday. I mean, he did. I mean, he got a few kicks later, but I mean, it was a bit when it was all over. But I mean, geez, the forward line, they were shocking. And who was the other guy on the forward line? Josh Jenkins. Oh, a big rap on him. Never got a touch. So, look, I think it was just the pressure Richmond put on. It was unbelievable, wasn't it? Just pressure from these blokes.
Non-stop pressure.
Fantastic. And
I said to someone yesterday, Adelaide looked to be on paper a 3 or 4 goal better side, but it's all what goes on in the head, and nothing went on in Adelaide's head, that's for sure.
And Dusty's got the sweep. Brownlow, Norm Smith, and a grand final medallion.
There you go. Can't beat that.
Unbelievable performance.
And for those devotees of the game, Richmond also won the Dandy Dash.
Bullshit, I didn't know that.
Yes, they did indeed. They won, Menadue, I think his name is, won the sprint at half-time.
I know
But let's be fair, an old favourite came out of the woodwork too and won the longest kick. The big Fev won the longest kick.
He only to beat old Fletch too, Kenny Fletcher. Jeez, Dustin Fletcher. Only just beat him, but it was a great effort, and it was good seeing them mobile. Yeah, and they could kick a football, couldn't they?
Indeed, they could. Once upon a time, there'd be blokes kicking 60-plus metres without a problem. Nowadays, it's all that short stuff. Never mind.
Keeping us off.
It's only football.
Yeah. Well done, Tiggs. Well done. Great effort.
And for all those Tiger supporters at the CFMEU Grand Final breakfast yesterday, hope you all enjoyed not only the breakfast but the rest of your day. And I got to say, a lot of Tiger supporters suddenly appeared, and they're all in colours too.
Jeez, smell of mothballs.
Oh.
I had to drive through Richmond to come here this morning. The mirrors have been torn off my car. The aerial's gone. Jeez, they're going mad down there.
Indeed. So, cheerio to a couple of them. Old Pumpkin, he'll be absolutely wrapped. So, good morning to the Pumpkin. Good morning to the Secretary, Mr. Shetka. He's a Tigers supporter.
He would have been there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I hope so, because it would have been something worth participating in as a Tigers supporter. Young Amanda, there's quite a few. Rolled on out the colours, and good luck to them.
Well, as they say, 37 years between drinks is a long time.
Well, that's a good point there, Annie, because we'll have to
I'll make up for it now because I'll be pissed for a month.
We'll have to put up for another 37 years, will we?
Rightio. Now, we should mention a couple of other matters as we mosey along this celebration of football, and that is someone dropped the ball, got the free kick paid against him, plus 50 metres. Nigel Hatch just got personally fined $8,000 something bucks this week, and it's a bit light on when you think about it. All the fines he got against the union for bullshit laws about turning up on a job and you've broken the law. But Hadgkiss copped his whack. He's got a conviction. So he won't be entitled to a right of entry, will he? Eh?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. $8,000, Jim, on what was he on?
426,000
is nothing.
That's right. But 4,000 does also sort of just twig my memory a bit, because I think there's costs related to all these matters of something like $400,000, which Nigel doesn't have to pay. Poor old taxpayer will have to pay it again.
Unbelievable.
Eh? So, Nige, you got your right whack. It might have been after the game, but never mind. It's always dangerous when you're leaving the oval.
Every dog has his day.
Indeed. Now, we've had a biggish week, I'm sure, but we can't remember much of it.
No.
But anyway, let's talk some more football, because during the recent past, there was another game.
Well, they reckon Richmond got the whole sweep, but they didn't, because the VFL was won by the mighty Borough last week, and a lot of people reckon it was a better game than yesterday. But anyway, can't say that, can you?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. So Borough, although they started $300,000 in the red, and there was a big pull-up from everyone around the traps, because nearly everyone's played at Port Melbourne if you've played in the AFL. So they got together some money and got the club up and running again. And woe betide, they've won the flag, beat Richmond by 4 points, I think it was in the end.
4 points, yep.
It was a great game of footy, and the Tigers, sort of had, I suppose that wasn't the biggest focus, but it was a great game. And to the Borough, you just never count them out. They looked like Richmond were going to win it, and they were, I think, 13 points down in time on Port Melbourne, and ended up winning by 4 points. So it was some great game to watch, and people are still talking about it. So congratulations to Port Melbourne, and I think the boys are away on their footy trip at the moment up north, up there near
Albury.
No. They've had to pay themselves, but they're up in North Queensland somewhere and having a good time. Last report was they were drinking raspberries and vodka or something. I can't tell you what else was going on, but anyway, as they do on football trips. But it was a great win, and congratulations to Port Melbourne, and commiserations to Richmond not winning that, but they've won everything else, so you can't win it all, boys. But great result.
Indeed it is, and we might, just for those that enjoyed a bit of the sing-song after that game, we might cut to the
Borough.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the red and the blue. It's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the red and the blue.
There it was, the Borough, Port Melbourne. And I've got to give a little report there too, because I was at the game, it was at Etihad, and I was in the stands, and who was out on the ground? Got
Getting
out in the ground.
down amongst it.
Yeah, trying to get his head, taking selfies of himself, Because I've got to mention that probably half the team are CFMEU members, and the captain, Toby Pimbl's a CFMEU member. There he was, the old buzzer. Got his buffet in there, taking selfies of himself and Toby Pimble and all that. Oh, mate, he's unbelievable, isn't he?
Wandering in front of the TV cameras, looking for an opportunity to get himself associated with someone who'd been actually on the ground winning it.
Doesn't he love it? Just pushes his way in, takes over.
Down amongst it.
Anyway.
Righto, so cheerio to Buzzy. Couldn't get out of bed this morning and get up from Geelong, but never mind. He did ring in with a nomination for Scallywag, which we will get to in due course. But anyway, big week. And it's going to be a short week this week. It's got the RDO tomorrow.
Yeah.
Terrific. And
should give a report too on the way in here this morning. Got a report on the radio. If you're not down at the Punt Road Oval now, don't bother because you won't get in. There's queues there a mile long trying to get in. They can only, I forget how many thousand it holds, but so if you're thinking about going, you better get down there in a hurry. Otherwise, you won't get in.
Indeed, and
that's straight off the press, mate.
And you probably won't get back out again. But never mind. So to all the traditional Richmond supporters like Georgie Despard, I hope he had a chance to watch it and enjoy it. And I'm quite sure that there'll be some old folks around Richmond who won't be able to get down to Punt Road, but who will be enjoying it at home, watching the endless. The continuous cycle of replays of the grand final. Now, I should mention a couple of things at this point. The picnic is coming up. It might seem a little bit early, but we're already in October, and that means that we're only 8 weeks away from the picnic.
We've changed camps again.
We've changed camps again after last year's... Well, it wasn't a huge disaster because the picnic went all right, but in terms of management of the picnic, Caulfield failed on a couple of scores, and one of those was the meals, and people, as part of their ticket, get access to food and drinks, and 14,000 meals got tossed out. And
14,000?
Well, that's what I'm getting told. Maybe it was 4,000, but I understood it was 14.
Well, I guess they're exaggerating the concrete, gang.
Well, they'll let the facts get in the way of a good story anyway. It was a stuff-up. A lot of complaints about how much time had people spent in the queues, unlike the previous year where I think it went pretty well. But anyway...
no snow castle?
Well, that's right, but we're going to the showgrounds.
The showgrounds?
The showgrounds. Now, the showgrounds is where they used to have the trotting, and you reckon the trots are going to be back? That would be great. Have the trots on. Various organisers running around, dragging a couple of little gigs with the kids on board. That'd be a day's entertainment, wouldn't it?
Be better than watching you try to get around in the mile. It took about 3 days. They had to put the lights on and wait for you to come home.
At least I got home. Yes, indeed. Got home and... Anyway, it's all on, and we're trying to organise the train to be available to take people from Flinders Street direct to the showground, which will, of course, take the pressure off a lot of people having to drive. Appreciate the fact that people from the south east and the eastern suburbs have been, for the last few years, getting a direct benefit of the Caulfield venue, but now we're moving back to showgrounds on the western side of town. We're going to try and make sure that you just keep coming into Flinders Street, swap trains to the Flemington Bridge line and get straight to the showgrounds. So we'll keep everyone informed. The tickets will be available pretty soon. There's always an argument about how quickly they'll be available, but certainly the picnic venue has changed also in Geelong. It's now at Beckley Park, which is the trotting track on the northern entrance to Geelong. And that's, again, a case of looking for a better venue, an all-weather venue. And hopefully that will also be a huge success.
And talking about tickets.
Indeed.
October the 1st. Brothers and sisters,
if you ain't financial, if you haven't paid online,
you better get in tomorrow.
Yep, get in tomorrow or get online, because Tuesday morning they'll be asking to have a look at your ticket. And, of course, the union depends on financial membership to keep going, and we have kept going because we outlasted John Howard, we outlasted Tony Abbott, now we've outlasted Nigel Hatchkis. So it isn't only Dusty that got 3 in a row.
That's a good point. Who's taking over Hatchkis' job, is it?
Well, he's promoting a certain person called Kathy Cato.
Kathy Cato.
That's Kath there. I've got the picture.
All right.
And Kath is notorious for being an appointee of various governments, Labor and Liberal, to a number of positions. And in Victoria, she was actually the header of the code compliance unit of the government under our good friend, the Liberal Party, Baudu and Napthine.
My God.
And then...
so she'll be handy.
So Nige got a gig there too, and then Nige took Kathy with him off to the ABCC, and guess what? He's nominated her as his successor.
Hatchkis like.
A bit like the North Korean royal family. They just keep nominating their own successors.
And knocking them off when they don't like them.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Jeez.
Anyway, moving right along, we should mention we've got a few scallywags, and one of the scallywags just this week, it's getting a bit warmer, but restrain yourself from eating Streets ice creams, please. Okay? It might be warm, it might be ice cream weather coming up, but please do not eat Streets ice cream. There's a few things that have been going on at Streets in New South Wales, and one of those is that the company has tried to get rid of the EBA. There's been a long-term dispute, and they are basically trying to force people back onto the award and force wages down. So we're going to have this ridiculous situation very soon where in America interest rates are going to start going back up again by government decision. And obviously the Australian Reserve Bank will follow, and then the cost of living will start going up and wages continue to go down. So folks, you're all going to be paying again, but don't pay for a Streets ice cream because they are taking not only action against the award, but they've also issued a notice to their employees that when they get on social media, if they put an emoji with an angry face on or say anything on social media which is critical of the company, their jobs are at risk. Well, stuff you, Streets. Since when does freedom of speech go to the extent of giving it away because you work for Streets? No way known. So Unilever are the owner of Streets, and I'm going to nominate them. So don't buy Magnums, don't buy Paddle Pops, and don't buy Golden Gate Times.
Hang on. We've got an infiltrator in the studio. There's a cockroach over there. I just seen it. That's not the new ABCC, what's her name?
Kathy.
Jeez, did you see that? Mate,
Kathy. We're going to call it Kathy Cockroach. Never mind.
Jesus.
We've got another nomination for Scallywag, and that is from Buzzer. This is a Geelong special. Charlie Drummond. Now, Charlie's had a bit of a career around Geelong, worked for Magellan and a few other companies, and now he works for Island Brown, John Moran's little operation. And Charlie, absolutely concerned about health and safety, and one of our organisers was driving past, and here's a bloke up a ladder with his welding mask down, welding with no fall protection at his back whatsoever. And when the organiser went in and suggested to the bloke he was putting his physical well-being at risk, Charlie called the cops.
As you do.
As you do when you work for Island Brown and following the John Moran policy.
What are the cops going to do?
The cops came and basically said, this is a load of shit. Why is the bloke up the ladder?
Well, exactly. But what are they thinking? So now it's just resort to the cops. The union official. Trespass. Unbelievable, isn't it?
So anyway, our good friends from Island Brown continue to play up. And we're getting another update from Punt Road, are we?
Yeah, that's Buffer just ringing in. He probably doesn't know where he is, so I'll have to ring him back in a minute.
Righto, so who are we going with for Scallywag?
Well, he's a front runner, isn't he?
Oh, Charlie Drummond, I reckon Charlie's a winner. And if ever there was a deserved winner, I would have thought Charlie has picked himself out in the very extensive field down in Geelong. Righto, we got any other scallywags? Any other Sookie Lalas?
Well, what about Nipper O'Neill? I mean, he's shit-canned Hardwick and the Richmond Footy Club for years. There he was at the ground celebrating, carrying on.
So the Sookie Lala.
Nipper O'Neill.
Nipper O'Neill, you've won it, son. Teach you to get quoted. Righto, so we've got a winner for Scallywag. We've got a winner for Sookie Lala. We've got a.
I could have given a tip out today, couldn't I?
Yes, you could have.
I was on the
ball.
ball.
I'd have thought about it.
If I'd have thought about it.
Anything with Tiger in its name might be a chance.
Yeah.
Righto, I'm going to send a cheerio to old mate Kevin O'Connor, Cobber. Our best wishes to Kevin after a tragedy in his family, and hopefully we can catch up and help Kevin out in his hour of need. So if you're listening, Kev, ring in, please. We've been chasing you. We need to talk to you.
And also, Storm's going around today. We've got to give a special cheerio to the boys at Storm, Melbourne Storm. Hope they go well. Apparently they're odds on. So we jumped on their wagon, the Concrete Gang, haven't we?
Of course. We've got to back a winner somewhere.
That's exactly right.
Especially we haven't got any tips. He's looking at the form at the moment, just in case in the last couple of minutes he can come up with something.
I've got a couple of obvious ones, but I mean, we don't give short price favourites on the Concrete Game. We give something that we can earn a bit of lovely on. So I'll tell you what I would do. No, I've just seen it. I'd have something each way. Race 2, number 7, Caulfield, Motown Lil. Get on board.
Motown. Tamla Motown. A great idea.
So that's it.
Righto, we'll go out in the same old way. Dare to struggle, dare to win. If you don't fight, you lose. Good morning from the Concrete Gang, and we're going to go out with a request from one of our long-term listeners, Danny Toohey. And Danny is requested Shirley Jacobs singing about the Melbourne Grand Final.
In the stands at a Melbourne football final. Who are the teams they all go to see at a Melbourne football final? Lions, Tigers, Opera Saints, Demons, Blues and Swans are quaint. Listen to the crowd demanding blood. Oh, a boot in the spleen is part of the scene at a Melbourne football final.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.